Hey, what's up, Reefers? I'm Reefer Matt, and welcome back to the Reef Cave. This is the September update video, and there's a lot going on. To start off, if you would, after this video, head on over to my link tree. That's where I keep my affiliate links, and the way those work is that when you do your shopping and you use those links, I may get a commission. And what I'll use that commission for is to buy giveaway prizes for you and also help with the channel costs. So please, if you feel like supporting the channel, that's the best way to do it. So let's have a look at the updates. I do have a new tank and I can't wait to show you. All right, here is the 75-gallon SBS tank. And I know some of you are like, man, what are you doing with this influencing stuff? I promise I have a plan. And hopefully it'll work out to your benefit. So please, you guys feel like helping out, that's the best way to do it. Doing your normal shopping. And we can work together and make things awesome with this channel. Things in here are going pretty good, except I noticed a little something. I'll show you that in a minute. I did get some ICP results back, and they're a little better. I've been dosing some K elements, if you're familiar with that, and it helped a little bit. Things are pretty much in the green, so it's looking better than what it did, but we'll see if it does anything. I do notice my Disney's perking up a little bit. You can't really tell at this moment, but later on, when the lights get really blue, it starts to get that fluorescence to it. So it's coming back pretty good. Fishies are nice and happy. There's my purple tang. If you're just watching this tank for the first time, yes, I have a purple tang in a 75-gallon. He's only about 3.5 inches long, though, and he's about 6 years old. He's not huge. So I must have lucked out because I think that's as big as he's going to get. And there's Sarge, the Sergeant Major damselfish. He's actually bigger than the tang. Check that out. And he's a really cool fish too. He's real docile. He's got a cool personality. And then there's my lonely clownfish. I used to have another one, but I lost it a few years ago. So it's just chilling. And I'm still using this wave maker up here that Higer sent me. Thanks again, Higer. It's still doing great. You see the flow up there. Still doing really good for flow in my tank. I did upgrade the return pump, and that's going to be next week's video. Is as a little sneak peek. I did change that out, so you'll get to see that. I did also add, I'm doing a product review on this little fish feeder here. That's a new product on Amazon. So I'm checking it out, see how it works, and I do written reviews for that. And I'll let you know how that works out too. So the issue I was talking about in this tank, let's see if I can find some. Let me get down here. Oh, maybe I'll see some on here. I just see some little stringy snot, and I think, yeah, there's some in the back there. I think it's dino because my phosphates dropped down there. There's some right there. See that? I'm pretty sure that's dino, so I got to turn my UV sterilizer on again and maybe turn the lights off and run it for a couple days. And it'll get rid of it. It's just osteopsis, and I get it when the phosphate gets too low in this tank. So if you're running low nutrients, you might want to check yours. You can see where the detritus collects there too, and you get some algae. I got to siphon that out. I'll probably have to do a water change. I didn't check my phosphate or my nitrate yet. So I'm going to do that probably when you're watching this video. Today's Saturday for me. I usually record the day before. So as you're watching this, I'll probably be testing this tank. And I'll let you know in the comments what it is. But I just added some phosphate because I have to dose that weekly. But what I'm going to do is I got this doser sitting over here. This head right here. That's what I'm going to hook for phosphate. I just haven't done it yet. So that's the long-term fix. And that's what I'm going to do. Anyhow, this tank's going pretty good, other than that little issue. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. And if you get dino, we can work through it. So just send me a message and I can help you out. That is the 75-gallon SBS tank. Hey, Reefer, if you're not already a subscriber, why don't you go ahead and hit that button right now. I'm not here just to brag and show you my stuff. I'm here to help you too. So if you need help, that's the best way to do it. You can contact me anytime. Now on to the 135-gallon FOWLR tank. There's Puffy and Leonidas. And there's Bandit, the Huma Huma trigger, and Finn. Let's go say hi to Finn. Let me zoom back out here. Finn is getting huge. And I don't mean like a little bit huge. He's getting huge. He's bigger than my hand now. Can't really tell because he's behind there, but Finn is bigger than my hand. And yes, he likes to sort of bully the other fish, but he's not too bad. He just grunts at them and stuff. See that? He just got puffs, but that's what Emperor Angels do. They're in charge. They're the boss of the tank. But these guys, I got to do a water change on their tank too. I usually do a 60-gallon water change once a month on this tank, just to kind of help out the algae. As you can see, it's full of algae. I don't actively scrape the glass in this tank because the foxface and Finn will eat that algae. And there's Finn. Like I said, he's huge. Their glass, it is so hard to keep this glass clean because they splash and it goes up over the top and then it gets all over this glass. This is a 6-foot tank. That's a lot of glass to clean. So I try my best, but it always smears. But these guys are doing good. They're nice and fat and happy. And that's the 135-gallon FOWLR tank. And here is the SBS Frag tank. I'm going to take down one of my Frag tanks. I just haven't decided. Maybe 2 of them, but I might leave this one up just to keep the frags that come out of the 75-gallon, give them somewhere to go. Nobody buys this stuff in my area. I don't know why. It's either too challenging for them or it's too boring. I have no clue. So SBS just sits in here and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and it just don't go anywhere. So I'm going to have to figure out something to do with a lot of these. But I mean, I enjoy them, but I don't need this many coral. So I'll figure out what to do. But this tank's been doing pretty good. It pretty much mimics what's in the 75-gallon as far as lighting and flow and that and nutrients. So things are doing pretty good in here too. And that's Nemo Jr. and his elegance. That's the obviously not an SBS coral, but I left that in there because I had LPS in here at one point and he likes it, so I never took it out. And that is the SBS Frag tank. And here is the other Frag tank out of the 3. The coral in here are doing pretty good. This is predominantly an LPS tank. There's another big elegance right there. Like I said, the coral just keep growing. I mean, I do sell at trade shows, but they're not every day. And these coral just keep growing and growing and growing, and I have no room in here. So, and I don't sell online. I'm never home to sell online, at least on time to get them out in the mail. So they just sit here and grow and grow and grow. And then I'll frag them out as I get time. This guy back here is getting stung by this fabia. I don't remember what kind of coral that species is, but that thing is huge. I've had that for like 4 years, and the stingers do go all the way over there and get that, so I got to move it. But these torches are doing good, so yeah, it's hard to keep everybody in here happy when they're stinging each other too. So I got to figure out what to do with this tank. But all in all, not too bad. So here is the predominant softy tank, and I just fragged this toadstool right there. That's the flow gurglings, and I made little baskets. Instead of rubber banding them down, the baskets sort of hold them in place until they attach to the frag plugs. And then same thing with these mushrooms. I got them in mushroom baskets, and I got little frag discs underneath them. So that way they attach to those instead of going all over the tank like they were before. And this bounce shroom's doing pretty cool. It just sits there. I don't really cut it or nothing. And if it pops off a baby, then I'll offer it to somebody who wants it. Got some GSP growing. And there's some green Nepthia. I fragged that too. It's kind of hiding in the basket down there. And like I said, I have a lot of SBS that I fragged out of the 75-gallon a while ago, but nobody wants it, so it just sits in here. It doesn't particularly like this tank too well because the lighting's not as high, there's not enough flow, but it's still living. I'd rather do that than just throw it away. So maybe someday I'll find a home for it. I don't know. And I'm going to probably frag what I can of this. And then this is the tank that I'm taking down. And the reason why I'm taking this tank down is because, let me back up here. In this corner, I'm going to put a freshwater tank or two for fish. because I am getting back into freshwater, which I have not had a freshwater tank in over 20 years. So I'm getting back in that. And that is the next tank that I'm going to show you as my sort of little modest comeback to freshwater. And we'll have a look at that. All right. The cool thing about this one is I don't need a coral lens. This is my little 2-gallon freshwater planted tank. So I did get this tank for free. I got the light for free and I got the filter for free. I am a member of Amazon Vine. I am a Vine voice. So what that is basically product reviews for Amazon. So that's where I got all this. And the plants I did buy and also the substrate here. And I 3D printed that little cave there because I'm eventually going to have little shrimp in here. But I've never had a planted freshwater tank before. So I am learning as I go with this. So if you have some advice, I'd appreciate it. Anything you can tell me. I'll zoom in here and you can have a look. Make sure I'm doing this right. Because I heard that it's sort of important how far you bury them in that. So let me know what you think. And then I just started the cycle on this tank with some bacteria in that about 3 or 4 days ago. And I'm going to let it go for about a month or two and let it get a biofilm and establish itself a little bit, and then I'll think about getting shrimp in here. I'm not in a big hurry, so we'll see how it goes. But so far, I like it. And what I like about this little filter, look at that. It's got a little surface skimmer, so I don't have to worry about any little oils or anything on the top there. And it takes that down like a little weir. So I thought that was pretty cool. But that is my little 2-gallon freshwater tank, and I'm real excited about getting back into freshwater, and I will be sharing that journey with you right here on this channel. Hold up. One more thing to talk about. 3D printing videos are coming soon. That's right. I'm going to tell you everything I know about it and what we can make together. So stay tuned for that. Well, that'll do it for this month's video. I'm Reefer Matt. Thank you for watching and happy reefing.